Okay, good, because I can't see. I can't see anything. Like,
I'm gonna now attempt to put these headphones on. I wanted them to see the ears first, though.
Yeah. Like you did the ears. I understand.
Before I, Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. For as big as these ears are, you can't see behind the headphones, which is crazy.
Yeah.
My titties are sagging.
You got saggy titties.
It's what it is.
It's what it is.
Listen, it's what it takes.
That's what it takes. So what? I don't got a cold open because my nose hurts. It's doing all the heavy lifting.
Hello.
And
welcome
to the Hell Yeah podcast. Now available with two different costumes.
Outfits, new.
Halloween character creator tier list. Now we got 4 options.
Yeah.
I like your outfit. It's very good. I
Thanks.
hate your eyes. I don't want to look at them.
Yeah, I'm most happy with like what's up here. This is annoying and makes me really sad, but that's okay.
That it didn't like sit the way you thought it would?
That I just didn't like have time to like print it at the right size and make it all work. So instead it just turns into this little droopy tank top. But it's okay. It's okay.
You're fine. You'll be fine. Good. You'll be fine.
I did the makeup in the eyes, and that's something, right?
Yeah. You actually dyed your eyes, which was crazy.
Yeah. Well, bleached them. Bleached them.
I figured people are going to love this one because they get to just look at you because they'll know what I look like. Yeah, I see you in the comments.
There was that one
This is a whole Halloween episode dedicated to you.
To the Rainbow Sponge. There was that one comment that was like, petition for Eric to grow out his beard and never shave. And I was like, are you kidding me?
No.
Like, no. Like, I love having facial hair, but I don't want any more than this.
Yeah, I don't love it that much.
Like, I think beards look bad. I'll say it. Like,
I mean, depends.
Beards that like come off the face, I guess.
Yeah.
Or rather, they look bad on me. We'll put it that way.
No, I can see that. Yeah. Absolutely.
Or they would. I've never grown it out that far.
How far have you grown now?
About 12 inches.
Okay.
Penis.
Yeah. Big old schmeedy.
Big, heavy.
Beard.
Weighted.
Your Bach, if you will.
Flaccid. Heavy. Like holding a hamster.
Yeah, like a hamster.
Yeah. I figured this is where we would then launch in the intro, but then I realized we already did that.
We already did the intro.
We already did the intro.
I didn't realize how much of the limited brain power that I normally am using is being used on, like, keeping this on my face.
I'm just giving up on these things sliding down and looking bad. It's just like,
it's fine. I'll eventually take this off, but I wanted to at least, like, it's going to be a few phases of on and off.
I'm very proud of how it turned out.
It's
the mask.
So good.
The rest was all you, and the hat looks incredible.
Which I did. You know what? I will tell you my journey for this costume. Well, now I fucking tied it. So
oh my god, face reveal. Oh my god.
Who is it? Who's this mysterious guest on the podcast?
Who's behind the mask? Demasked. That was a thing, right?
It's Odie!
Oh my god.
Odie's here today!
Whoa!
What? What if it wasn't me? What if it was Brandon?
But we somehow had your voice.
Yeah. The edit. In the edit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'll put it on, like, not with the hat again because it's a lot going on for everything. But,
yeah. Will the hat stay on though? The hat's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, put the hat on.
Well, the problem is that it doesn't stay up.
Oh, I see. I guess.
So, like,
okay.
I kind of.
Okay, yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah, because the mask was part of what like.
Yeah, like I was kind of using that.
I got you. Although that you did.
Now I look like I'm playing a sunflower in a school
in
play.
A small school play.
I look like a plant.
You also look like something out of Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Or like Donkey Kong. I suppose.
An anthropomorphic character of sorts.
Yeah. A drum that's been fused with a flower.
Maybe, yeah. I'm the Deku scrub.
I don't want no Deku scrubs. A Deku scrub's the guy that can't get no love from.
You know, sitting on the back seat of his Epona's ride.
Sitting on the toilet. I hate that video.
Sitting on the toilet.
I hate that video. Ooh, I hate that video. almost as much as I hate my sagging armor.
Yeah.
Listen, life is pain, and pain is life.
Yeah.
Ball is life.
I'm having such a good time. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We're recording this Sunday morning. It's currently 11:30. This is gonna be a bit of a shorter episode, and I know we say that literally all the time, but like quite literally,
we blatantly lie to the people.
We do all the time.
Yeah.
But in this case, it is like it might just end up being just like whatever we're talking about, and then like calling it.
Yeah.
And because we're gonna go live like 2 hours after whenever we end is kind of what I figured that's a good enough time, because then we can edit the video that they've already seen at this point. They'll have seen it twice now.
Lucky them.
I hope they enjoyed it. Do you want to talk in past tense about the video we haven't made yet? But it was a good getcha gotcha. I look like a Deku Scrub merchant. You know the little merchant dudes that just like come like, and I'm like, and you got a shield up.
I don't have a shield, but I do have a sword.
So you're not gonna be able to talk to me. You can kill me, but you won't get my wares.
I have a sword, but it's downstairs.
Yeah, they'll see it on the live stream.
If there was a cool way to like have it attached to my back, I would have. But as you could probably tell, there are many things about this outfit that time was not on my side.
A lot of this was not for function, but rather for form. And even then, it was a loose term.
And it just didn't. It's okay.
Yeah. Is that me?
Take meds. It's 11:40 a.m.
Okay. Take meds. It's 11:40 a.m.
At first, I didn't know that was saying take meds. I thought it was saying, hey guys, it's 11:40 a.m. I'm like, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. So we'll have done our our hypey Halloween.
Happy Halloween
special later after this, so we got time to edit the little video, the thing that we made,
the little vignette.
I'm glad I had that crackhead idea at like real late at night, and I was like, I don't know if you'll be available because like you had no time,
and I continue to have no time, but you got to make time for things that are
What time did you go to bed?
1 a.m.
That's not too bad.
That's
actually
not that terrible.
I actually like thought you were going to be up later, honestly.
No, I managed to get it all wrapped and done and everything. So yeah, I'm only up till 1 tonight. I'm gonna be up really super late, I'm sure, because there's a lot to do. Oh no.
All right, cool.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I should just spin it around just a little bit more so it's that hidden.
You spin my hat round
like a record, baby. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I actually, so like anxiety with never like making crafts, I finally got around to using that cardboard like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago to make the base like headpiece, the little like cage sort of thing. And I used duct tape. And I had like measured it out with like, I'm going to give myself an extra inch around the head because like, you know, variations, that makes sense. Yeah. Not thinking you're also then going to glue cardboard into it so that they're held in place. Yeah. And then like, so like it doesn't sit. It's using the headphones kind of to rest. Like I can get it to rest, but to actually have it like be up the way, like I was like, maybe I could bend some cardboard to make supports, but you would see those if I wasn't wearing the mask. So that was kind of hard too. But for like never having any skills and people like in the videos, like the one video that I watched, he was like, yeah, like it took me a couple weeks of like, cause he's like 3D printing, making all the rings, painting in, made the shoes. And I'm like, I did this in like 4 hours.
I don't care.
Yeah, basically. I mean, you could see the difference quality wise, but also like,
it looks good.
That also didn't take into account that like you had 3D printed the mask. Like the hardest part of it was taken care of. Cause like you just clicked print. Kind of, and then painted it for me, which was very nice. So, which is very good. And then you put little glasses in, which I really liked. The like, what did you do? Is that soldering it or?
JB Weld.
JB Weld, and Associates.
Indeed.
Yeah. So.
Which is epoxy.
Yeah. But yeah. So overall, I'm very surprised. Like, I mean, it's how procrastination is though. Is like, I'm like, I know in that last hour I will have all of the energy to do it, like and drive, it will get done,
Right.
But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be stressed and think about it the entire time.
Well, and I planned wanting to be Fierce Deity Link. Like, oh, by the way, I'm Fierce Deity Link.
If you didn't know.
If you didn't know. If you're
Steph, that's why you were off.
If you're a fake fan, if you're not a real Majora Mask fan, if you haven't traded in all your masks to all the people, then
you have to do at least 4 cycles.
Yeah, if you haven't done all that. But yeah. So I had planned this a long time ago, but then like, I mean, among other things, you all know how the last 2 months have gone. So
fine.
This is what we landed at,
yeah.
and I'm still happy with it. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm not happy with this, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, like now you know for next time.
Yeah. Well, 3D printing also just like takes a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you print something and you think the dimensions are right, you don't know if they're wrong until it's like 49 hours later, and then you're like, oh,
yay!
I need to like redo this.
So like, would you need to make it smaller?
I need to make it smaller. Also, I literally thought I had printed the back pieces, which would have made a huge difference in this like staying up. Even if the back isn't fully printed, just to have it be able to like wrap over, that would have made a real big difference. But either I did print it and somehow lost those pieces, or I did not print it, which I think I did not print it.
Could you use some duct tape with the elastic to kind of like make it like tie it around like your arm, like that, to kind of give it a little extra support?
Potentially, but I'm also like, it is what it is.
Yeah, like almost to just enjoy the scuff.
We're just kind of rolling with it. You know?
We're having a good time.
The boots look great. Not that they would know.
They won't know. Well, they will.
Like, these boots are going to be great for, like, my Renaissance outfit.
You guys make sure to go watch the VOD for the live stream if you didn't see it.
Yeah.
We haven't done it yet, but I'm sure it was good.
I'm sure it was good.
I loved the way our pumpkins turned out.
Our pumpkins looked great.
Let's hype up how good our pumpkins were so that we get real anxious and just don't do them.
I don't know what kind of pumpkin I want to do.
I don't know. I already decided mine.
I think I'm just going to do classic spook pumpkin.
Spook 'em.
A classic spooping.
Spooping and pooping.
A big spooping. Good spooping.
Yeah, good spooping. Thank you. But yeah, your costume and your makeup came out really good. Like your eyes are very unnerving, but they're very good.
Yeah, I'm really happy with like the face makeup and the eyes. And then the wig is okay.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like more up, and I tried to tease it, but then it was like, this isn't working. So I just
you kind of got like a
teasing.
Maximilian Pegasus kind of thing going a little bit. Yeah.
It's all good. Also, somehow, knowing how much it infuriated me to wear the Harley wig and have the 2 pieces of hair coming down the side of my face, why did I choose a character who has hair on the side of his face? Although this is like enough hair that it's less annoying. Yeah. Because it doesn't like make your body think like there's just a little thing right here. It's like, oh no, there's just like stuff on my face.
It feels safe. It's almost like because there's more of it touching.
It feels more like it's supposed to be there. Those like little bangs. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Annoying. Majora.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is pretty good.
I liked it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. We were like trying to think like, okay, so we should do another themed costume again because why not? It's fun. The people love it. But we were like, should we go funny or more like serious? And I think that's why, because like even last year, it was we took it seriously, but it was as a meme.
Yes, it was a funny costume done seriously.
Yeah, very well. But this one took a little bit more arts and crafts involved, and is difficult to do these things. Yeah, because like I'm like visibly uncomfortable as I try to look through the holes to see you. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, they've seen it. Majora was there. I don't want to.
They saw Majora. They know who he is.
Now it's back to.
The fight. The struggle. There you go.
Bussin'.
Woo!
Bussin'. Woo! Ghost Task.
Ghost Task.
Yeah.
Woo!
So, we put all the energy into the skit that we didn't put any energy into thinking what we're going to talk about.
Want to do question time?
Yeah, let's do question time.
Because I don't have anything either. I've been
Halloween.
so busy, but like not stuff anyone wants to hear about.
Yeah, it's stuff that y'all already know and we don't need to talk about it.
Yep.
Okay, question time.
I don't have my phone. You'll have to use yours.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, of course.
What?
Not that I don't know where I was going to go with that.
I don't know either.
It just it felt right to just be like antagonistic.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we hit it in the last episode that we recorded, but we are currently
after we had recorded.
We are at 2055. Okay, the hat's got to go. Look, I'm your divorced dad helping out at
doing a swing shift at the Nickelodeon Splash Zone.
Yeah. I look so tired.
It is a fight.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and answer some questiones. Let's do some crowd work. But we are at 2055, so yay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much for hitting 2K. We have been bouncing around some ideas because obviously we're doing a Halloween stream. So just like I think we did a similar thing last year where we were like, we're gonna do a like channel subscription like pod like stream, but it's gonna be like we technically did a stream before that, even though we'd already hit the milestone. But I think we were gonna do for the special for 2K, and we'll just get some feelers, and we're not 100% decided, but like making it a live recorded episode with the chat in the middle, where we do re-record but as each other. The previous episode, so we'll have a script to follow, and
Dolphin Girls and Turtle Women,
and y'all interrupt it, and it'll be a good time, and it'll be fun. It'll be like a live studio session.
Live studio audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That could be a lot of fun. Have some production work done.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's some comments that are like held for review.
Oh,
probably because they got like
because it's about words.
No, for once it's not like other language like. Where it's like it looks like it's spam.
Yeah.
I mean, it is spam.
Yeah.
But it's something else. Okay, so from Helper of Mankind of. What is a skill / language / anything that you always wanted to learn and would if given the time and resources to do so?
Language, I would like to... Latin would be cool. Unhelpful, but just cool. Because then you can be that asshole that knows Latin.
Yeah, en gratin.
Yeah, I would like to actually like learn German, and that's something that I fully have the power to do, and yet here I sit.
And in terms of like actual like more day-to-day usefulness, like I do want to like rebrush up on my Spanish, and like instead of going the route, I think Jimmy Harris has a really good video on like how he taught himself like Italian. Was like he instead of trying to do it like, you know, learning all like the conjugation and the verbs and whatnot, which like makes sense from a literary point of view. Yeah. Like just go first, learn the first 50 or 200 common used words, and then like talk to like have someone you can talk to in the language and like get corrected and figure it out as you go, kind of. Yeah. And because it's more like that's a better way to use it instead of like, oh, well, I don't know the words for some things that are common, but I know all the, conjugations. Could be useful. And then also, sorry if you've all have answered this before, but when sending packages, is there anything y'all can't / don't like to receive? Homemade food, allergens, etc.
Yeah, we don't do homemade food.
No homemade food, please.
Because that's
only. I mean, if you do, like we won't open it. Sorry, like that's just like a safety hazard. Yeah. Otherwise,
the main thing.
Yeah, don't send anything that's illegal. Yeah. Obviously.
Obey local ordinances.
If it is cash, unmarked bills preferred. I
mean, I'm allergic to shellfish, but that's
please
probably not going to be relevant. But yeah, don't send shellfish, please. Yeah.
I'm allergic to bees. So
you have to keep their bees.
Yeah. Oh. Damn it, Steph. Steph OS7. Well, shift fingers. You've both been perceived by the internet by creating content. A terrible decision. Yeah. Do you ever have moments when you wish you could go back to total anonymity, free of any perceived obligation to your audience? I would like to argue that this was from 3 days ago when they made this comment, which I'm almost certain is just poor timing. I mean, what are your thoughts, Eric?
Yep.
was what makes it worth the commitment and the complications for you?
God damn it, Steph. What makes it worth it? The act of creative self-expression, the community that springs up around it, the people that care about it and understand what it is and what it's for and enjoy it for what it is or avoid it when they wouldn't. Yeah, like the reactivity to it is what makes it worth it. I love, I've loved making stories for a really long time, and in the last 2.5 years I've actually had people to like listen to them and care about them other than friends I forced to listen to shit I come up with. So it's been really amazing, and I hold on to that in the moments when it is really tough to keep doing that in the face of things.
Like when you're like, oh man, I got to get this video out by that deadline.
Yeah. Things like that.
Those are tough.
Normal things like that that I struggle with.
Those are like, those rare problems where you didn't give yourself enough time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Actually, even from like a live stream point of view, where it's like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's like weird because it's not like a problem or anything. It's just like sometimes like I wish I could experience like my streams in my server as just like a viewer and like not as like
the ringleader.
Like my name's on it. Like
right.
Like y'all stand up to me more. Like it's okay. Like I understand my name's on it, but like I'm not above the rules either.
Right.
And sometimes like it is the moments that actually really make it worth it, that like always like kind of like make me giggle, are like when I'll see someone in my community has like, streams they just haven't like said anything or posted. So like we don't post for them unless like we know they do, and then we'll add it to the bot. And I'll hop in and they'll have just a couple of viewers and I'm like, oh hell yeah, what the fuck's going on? And like every time it's like, oh Odie, oh my God, like not expecting like me to show up, and I'm just like,
yeah,
entertain me, go, don't mind me. I feel like the principal who comes in with all of her keys, like, and just sit in on the classroom, and it's like,
just act like I'm not there.
Yeah, don't worry, just gonna do whichever you do.
Just writing some things down. I'm not even here.
Jingle, 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 jingle. There was a TikTok that was really fucking good of it. So thank you. Callisto, thank you so much for saying congrats on 2K. It would take a big ass barn to hold all these hogs. So
You're right.
The hype hogs, yeah.
You're right.
There's like 2,000's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
Y'all
of
making
hogs.
choices.
It's a lot of little piggies.
Oh, Yggdrasil asked, if you could design the ideal city, what would it look like? Big ups for Josh and for hype reaching 2,000 subscribers.
It would be a grid format. It would be very heavily focused on like integrating like natural plants and stuff built into it. Like I love that, like that aesthetic that like people love to draw and say is going to become a thing and then never does, where it's like very like, purpose built around having like, even though it's like, modern design, but not taking
like
it
in a forest almost.
Right, not taking it in like the complete sterile direction. Like the infrastructure is like, sterile modern stuff, but then it's integrated fully with like lots of greenery and plants. Cause like I love that dichotomy even in like, my house and shit of like having like
building around a tree.
Right, cleaner modern stuff, but then like integrating natural elements to like kind of like, warm and enliven the space. So
it makes a difference.
It would be like that. There's actually that apartment complex that's down by Scottsdale Fashion Square.
Okay.
The one that's like right next to it, where it's like it was like Frank Lloyd Wright design there. It's like tall and it's like modern stuff, but it's like bronze and it's like they have like plants all over the fucking thing. That kind of vibe. It's cool.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't do that color scheme, but yeah, that's the kind of vibe
I would have one without stroads. First and foremost, I would have a nice walkable city. I would have something where it is easy to get to and from, and also it has good public transportation and options, to make it so that if you're in a more residential area, there is not really a need for cars. I would also make it so that you could just live in the city and you don't feel like you need to go live out in the suburbs where there's nothing, or there's a subway. And that's it. We need more variety and spice.
Fresh.
Walkable city. Spubby, eat beef.
Spubby, eat flesh.
Delicious. Oh. My friend Keiko was like, I'm gonna go ahead and like, I'm gonna. She's like, you know what? You need more simping comments, so I got your back. And then we'll just find a comment that someone else had made, and then just like about you, and then just change it to me. And I'm like, thank you, Keiko. It was very sweet. And then meanwhile, calling me a rat at the same time.
Well, if you're a cherished rat.
Yeah, I am. I'm a little rat man. I understand.
And who could forget Dear Rat Boy?
Oh. Yeah, Dear Rat Boy. Oh, also, I've been working. I haven't in the last 2 days just because like been busy with this, but or the last couple days. But I've been putting a lot more clips onto the podcast TikTok, and our podcast TikTok actually has over 1,000 subscribers, which was like a noticeable boon. Who would have thought posting content there?
Content can help that.
But there's some good ones. And there is also a fan animation that was made to accomplish one of the big goals that I ever had for this. Yeah. Thank you so much, Fading Hyena. They're wonderful. It was the Lulu. Oh, Lulu, no.
Oh, Lulu, no.
So cute.
Thank you, Fading.
It was great.
That's very funny.
All right. Y'all need Hell Yeah tech support merch. Can't wait. I don't remember. That was last week's episode. I don't remember what the context was.
It's because we were talking about how we had to like turn the thing, like we were having issues, and so I was like, yeah, we had to power it on and power back on, and you were like, we talked to Hype Tech Support.
It's just Marshall.
I want help.
Was he not helpful last time?
Stop.
Yeah. Okay. Space Antlers 26 asked, in honor of this spookiest of months, when were you the most scared you've ever been? Only stories that are fun to share, of course. No pressure to tell heavy stuff.
The most scared I've ever been, but not in a heavy way. I mean, there's been some rides at Six Flags that I was just like, oh my God, this is so like fun, scary. The very first time I ever went on Tatsu at Six Flags Magic Mountain, I was absolutely.
That's the one where you can spin, right?
No, it's the one where you're like laying flat. And oh my God, I was so scared, but in a fun, excited way. But like, that was fucking terrifying. Because like you sit down and then it picks you up like this. So you're now looking straight down because it's supposed to be like. You
better hope to God that you buckled it good.
Right. Because it's supposed to be like you're a dragon. So you're supposed to be like flying. So like you're like facing down. And it's fucking terrifying. And like, because the whole time you're holding the things like this and you're thinking like, if this opens. Which, of course, then to, like, fuck with Taylor, I looked over at her and I was like, if this, like, opens, do you think you have enough upper body strength to, like, hold it in?
To hold yourself
To hold yourself into the thing? And she's like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? And I'm like, I'm just curious.
Oops, did I do that?
Oops. Because I was experiencing that fear, so I'm like, fear should be shared.
It does. You
Not
do
resolved,
feel safe.
Just shared.
Like, it's like one of those where, someone else is also going through this. I'm a little bit more confident now. Still scared, but not alone.
Yeah, that was like fun, scary. That's what I can think of.
Okay. For me, like Tatsu.
Enjoy your ride on the mighty Viper.
It's my favorite part of Six Flags is the low energy.
There is nothing more amusing to me than someone at a place where it's supposed to be high energy and they are just tired and done. Like Six Flags, Disneyland, any of those things where it's like, and I get it because like it's not fun for them, it's a job.
Yeah.
So they have every right to be like so tapped out, but I just love it. Enjoy your ride on the mighty Viper.
This is like the 30th
time. Come on,
everybody.
Just it's so good.
Pocket egg. There was like a really good like I think the last time I really went to a haunted house was with Taylor in like 6th grade, but that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. Like when I get scared, I don't really think of fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't really like the the rides where you like sit and you go way up high and then you drop. I'm not a fan of those. Those also scare me.
I just like those are they are scary, but I also just like genuinely like don't enjoy that physical sensation of like dropping. I love roller coasters because it's not that
you get caught,
right? Because like when you're going on a roller coaster and like you go like down a drop, you're falling forward really, and so it feels like you're just going like fast and it's scary in that way. But like that actual feeling of like your stomach dropping out because you're going literally like vertical, I don't care for that feeling. So I don't like those. They're scary and uncomfortable.
Oh, it's time for our quest.
Oh.
Empress Arcana asked. Question time. Eric and Odie, the journey continues as the Hierophant suggests you take a short respite. While the storm subsides, you both make your way toward a long table with a bench sitting down next to each other. Odie pulls out the pamphlet.
We hold hands?
Yeah, we do hold hands. We can hold hands. An individual, they can't see it. Oh, they can see a little bit.
They can see a little bit.
Yeah. They don't get hand holding. We're holding hands, but you don't get to know. Okay.
It's too hot for that.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
It's too warm for that.
It's too steamy. An individual wearing a blue tunic sits across from you, placing a chalice clumsily on the table, spilling some of its contents onto the pamphlet.
Oh no. My chalice.
Here, you can read it what it says. Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. That's how he talks.
The pamphlet is now well wet, but somehow a secret message reveals itself to you.
He did it on purpose.
Within
this little rat boy did on purpose.
Breaking his fucking knees. What does it say? It reveals a secret message to you. Within the mirror's lies, what truth will you find? Seek the moonlight and keep your eyes on the prize. Unsure of what to do with the information for now, you commit it to memory and calm the jittery person with the chalice. No need for another spill.
Do I have to calm him?
Maybe. You don't want to be that strong guiding hand that helps still his fears?
Not if he talks like that.
He'll be quiet.
Oh, I spilled.
Oh, I'm punching him right in the fucking nuts if he's going to be whiny.
Oh.
I was sent here to deliver a message to the church. I'm just a lowly page from the Kingdom of Cups. Yeah, no shit. I could tell.
I love the like
mental image.
The trope, I guess, of like in olden timey stuff when people are like, I am but a lowly something.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, like, because if anyone ever like did decide to like doodle this part of like compiling our quest of sorts, like what is your adventurer fit? Are you going like what's your like class, would you argue?
I mean, I just
kind of get wizard vibes.
I just want to be like my Dragon Age Inquisition guy though, where he like is seemingly a competent fighter, but he's also literally just wearing that like rope outfit. So it's like you have absolutely no defenses. And he's just kind of like,
yeah. And
is that something I should have?
Don't get hit.
Just like completely like clueless, borderline himbo of just like, well, but this is what I'm wearing. Yeah. Like just in his like kunari ropes.
Okay. I dig it. If I had to, I feel like I'd be a cleric of sorts, a more cleric type. To the Church of Anime Abs, to be clear. That is where I derive my powers from and worship. So. Yeah.
Oh, also mine is like two-handed weapon fighter, kind of just like.
I'm guessing like if we got isekai'd into this world, you know, jumped into another world that we have to like beat to get out of, more or less, and that's what this is. Like, that's our adventuring fits. Yeah. So you know, there's that.
It's me at my fittest.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's been a few years since I've been at my fittest, but
I would
pretend.
Yeah. I would also like to add in that like I feel like in character we are also having this conversation about this in front of this
at
page.
The table. He's going.
He's just. He's like juggling the cup like. I
am but a lowly page.
Because he's like waiting for us to stop so he can keep the bit like he can finish the bit, but like we just keep talking and he's just like.
More to say.
He's like you can see him crying because he's like. He's so tired. His arms hurt from having to do this.
From having to mime. From having to pantomime an inability to hold his beverage.
Oh, man. Oh. I was sent here to deliver a message to the church. I'm just a lowly page from the Kingdom of Cups. And I imagine he's doing this to the... like the cup song.
Turns out he's actually a speed stacker pro,
Oh fuck. Cut me.
but he's just really nervous.
Yeah. I mean, that's a vibe.
If no one's looking, oh my god, you wouldn't even know how fast he can.
It looks like he didn't even do anything at all.
Yeah.
The page takes notice of a couple holding hands standing by the Hierophant preparing for their ceremony.
Oh.
Oh, to be in love. I wonder what that's like. I'm sure you do.
I bet you wouldn't know.
Y'all, you cup ass bitch with no
Lowly
bitches.
ass, page ass, looking ass.
What if this guy was like an important person who was going to help our party? And like, when just
We're just dragging his ass.
just fuck it. What ass? Put a
Well,
piece of
that's what
cardboard
I'm
back
saying.
there. He got that negative ass.
He doesn't know how to throw it back.
He got the.
He can't even throw it forward. He doesn't have anything.
He just rotates.
He just slow spins. He just cheats out to camera going, oh, I dropped my goblet.
They're like, can we have it in post? He's got a big green screened ass. Added in post. Okay, so oh, to be in love. I wonder what that's like. Fully placing their hands under their chin. The page looks back to the both of you.
So he literally is.
Yeah. Are you going to stay for the ceremony? The storm has calmed down by now. Maybe I can even join you on your journey if you like.
After we've been memeing this man.
Oh my god. Okay. Choices are as follows. Stay for the wedding ceremony. Ask around about the message revealed on the pamphlet.
What kind of couple are they? Is
I
this
don't-
an alternative couple?
I don't know. There's no information on the couple. It was actually gender neutral.
Oh.
Because, like, that's fair. Or go back to on the road plus one follower.
On the road again? I can't wait.
Do we
to
want
be
more
on the road
information,
again.
or do we want to take Virgin Mackenzie over here on the road? Or no bitches cup man.
No ass, no bitches, cup having, lowly
Barely.
page ass.
To say you have a cup is surprising.
Perhaps more information. I feel like since it got revealed, it seems that we should perhaps
It's a good.
pursue
Like
it.
we could get the follower, or we could ask for more information on this. Like, hey, where's the mirror?
I think we ask for more information because, like, that doesn't completely exclude the chance of perhaps if we want little bitch boy later.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure if we want bitch boy later, he'll show up.
Yeah,
He looks like he's got nothing else going on
yeah. I mean, he's got hands below his chin, begging for love.
with no ass.
No ass having.
He out here being dummy thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "You want some of this?" and he slaps his ass, and you just hear bones rattling.
Sounds like a
He
Yahtzee
says,
cup.
he says, "You want some of this cake?" and it sounds like you snapped a piece of celery.
Just crunch. Yeah. All right. We're gonna ask around about the pamphlet. Thank you.
To be in love.
What if this was my flipper?
Your what?
My flipper?
That's what I use to spank your titties.
Hell yeah, you've been naughty. Okay, Loop's 13th Fae asks, we really said we're in costume, but we're not going to give you any new content. It's just
Why
customs.
would we?
You're getting your content. This
I
is a
said I'm
companion piece to the
getting
live
a-
stream. What were you saying?
It said I'm getting a refund.
Questions for the next episode.
And
Thank
I
you.
do mean repurchase.
Repurchase.
I have a little story to tell. I have something to say.
Yeah, well, we don't care about Loop's question.
Fuck Loop's question.
Fuck Loop.
Fuck Loop's question. I'm only saying fuck Loop's question, not fuck Loop. So
I said what I said.
so you went live a while ago on October 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that.
That was last Saturday. No,
Yeah.
that would have been last Friday.
You went live, or the 21st maybe. I don't know.
It was, I think it was, okay, yeah. I was playing Resident Evil.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
You went live.
Okay.
I clicked on it briefly,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't usually do.
Mm-hmm. I'm not as upset. You don't get to me as much. My stream's been pretty good. If you haven't come by, you should. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We've been playing Resident Evil, and we're just about to
Sub
get into
up.
Cozy November. Where we're gonna
Pay
play Birth by Sleep.
These men.
Thank you.
So I tuned in for a little bit. I was like, okay, cool, yeah. And then I backed out. And then I saw that there was a person that I did not know streamed. I'd only ever seen him on YouTube. But
So this story is not about anything to do with me on Twitch, but rather
you were
something
the
else you
impetus
found.
for me to find this thing.
Okay.
For which I thank you.
I humbly accept the view that you were in for about 30 seconds.
After I ran screaming from your stream in a desperate bid to find anything else to consume my time.
I understand. I would do the same.
I saw a person who I have previously seen on YouTube streaming, and the game that I could see looked like the movie Alien. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I've never seen him stream. I've never seen that game. Click it. The game looks very, like Alien-esque, very Geiger art style. Also looks fucking disgusting, like gross, like very like Dead Space leaning into body horror kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm listening. Game's called Scorn.
I heard that was good.
Yeah. So I was like, that's cool. I was very busy, but I was like, I'm going to like buy the game and I'll get to it later. So I bought the game. Fast forward a little bit. I still have not played it.
Waiting.
Still haven't played it. I'm excited to play it, but I still have not played it. Fast forward just a little bit, literally a matter of hours later. Brandon and Taylor were like, hey, do you want to come over? I was like, okay, yeah. I go over there, see the baby.
Baby is baby.
Baby is baby. We're playing Played Up or something. I don't remember. We were just playing a little something. And but Brandon was on Steam before. He's like looking on Steam, literally like look, because he was like, do you want to like find a new game? And I was like, I'm good with whatever. Me and Taylor are just sitting there. And so he's like just perusing around Steam. I am then telling this story to Brandon and Taylor of like, I saw this game called Scorn. It looks like gross but cool. I'm excited for it. Taylor is listening, and she's like, yeah, that sounds cool. Not her kind of game, of course, but she's like, yeah, that's cool. Brandon has been here the whole time. I'm talking to both of them. I finished the story. It has not even been a full minute since then. It's been like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And Brandon turns and he goes, he goes, hey, this looks like a game you'd like.
And it's Scorn.
I look on the screen. It's Scorn. He's like, have you heard of this?
Was he doing it to be a shit, though?
No.
Because he does do that. He
does.
is known to be an asshole.
So now he does that as a joke on this joke.
Oh, of course. He's joking on your joke.
But literally, like, he says that. And I just turned to Taylor. I was just like, is he being serious? And she was just like, did you listen when he was talking? And he's like, listen to what? I was like,
because he wasn't. He was
because he wasn't. I was like, when I was just telling you literally about Scorn, and Taylor literally goes, she's like, I wasn't. She's like, I don't even like care about this thing, and I was listening.
Yeah, because like that's how it works.
And so then it became a meme of the night of like anytime any of us did something stupid, it was like, have you heard about the game Scorn?
Have you heard about Scorn?
Have you heard about the game Scorn? But anyway,
Pretty good. Not
But
bad. Okay.
I did have a story. I punched my clock. I did my time.
All right. Question from Loops.
Poops cleanup service.
Hell yeah. 1. Was there anything you remember being afraid of or thinking was paranormal when you were growing up that you didn't realize until years later was actually pretty innocuous?
That I thought was paranormal. Because I'm like, well, I was like definitely scared of the dark as a kid, but I didn't think it was paranormal. I was just like, there's something in there. There's something in the shadows.
I used to be afraid of aliens. I've told that story before, like where I lied about saying I was bullied. Yeah. Which I was, but I wasn't like afraid of that. I was afraid of the aliens because the teacher would bring in pictures of drawings from people who saw aliens. So, and now I'm just like, I mean, if there were, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. It also wasn't exactly paranormal, and I have mentioned this before, but I did truly and genuinely believe that I could be sucked down the drain of the tub.
Oh, yeah.
Through some sort of supernatural means that could somehow suck me down. Suck me all the way fucking down. I did think that was a thing that could happen, but yeah, I don't think I really had like a paranormal thing that I thought was real. I did one time. I was in the shower when I was like a little kid. When I was a kid, when I was a child, I was a trifle wild. Mm-hmm. My spirit would just run away with me.
As it should.
I was fucking terrified.
Oh yeah,
of werewolves.
Really?
Specifically because of Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Oh shit!
Which is a fantastic movie.
Really? Is it Fantastic Four in it?
No, it's a Fantastic Sam. That's a thing, right? I don't know. Sometimes the bit doesn't bit.
Yeah.
Great movie. Very old. There's a scene.
I am looking at you, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but
I'm trying not to look like too much because like I don't like because like if my eyes are freaky, but like
no. Oh, I'm over it now. I'm
okay,
used
good.
to it. We're good. Yeah.
Okay,
sorry, I was just one of those like they are unnerving, but now I'm used to it.
So there's a guy named Mr. Talbot in it who becomes a werewolf, and like somehow the like 1950s effect of this man like turning into a werewolf and then him being like in werewolf mode, which looks
you gotta go into werewolf mode to deal with some problems,
which looks nothing like a wolf. It just looks like a man standing upright with gloves and a face situation on. It scared me so fucking bad. And which is ironic because now my most popular series is werewolves, but I'm not scared of them anymore because I made them hot. If you're scared of anything, find a way to
fuck it,
and that really will like bring the fear down.
Oh yeah,
like if you're scared of like like Jason Voorhees or like Michael Myers,
misplacing your car keys,
any of those things, just like imagine fucking them, and that tends to like cool it out a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Anyway.
Yeah, of course.
I was one time in the shower soon after having watched the movie again, even though it scared me. And the sound of like my family out and about in the house while I was showering, somehow my brain like blew it out of proportion. And I was like, that sounds really rowdy. I was like, what if they've transformed into werewolves?
Oh no.
What if I've lost my family to this lycanthropic curse? I can't leave this shower because then I'll be naked and wet and defenseless.
Naked and afraid.
Against
the werewolves.
And then finally like calmed myself down and then like, left the shower and everything was fine. But I did have a weird like childlike genuine moment of like, what if my family has become werewolves? What if they've become what if this source of comfort and love has become the actual source of my fear?
It's possible. Through God, anything's possible.
Well,
honestly.
and people don't tell you that.
No.
People don't tell you that.
I think I've told this story on the podcast before. I don't remember. But another thing that like feared me and is now more innocuous, but I really liked the movie Luck of the Irish on Disney Channel. And my dad's girlfriend gave me a coin and said if you lose it, you'll turn into a leprechaun. And like little kid imagination, I lost the coin. And then like looked in the mirror and I swear to God, my hair was turning red and like my ears were getting pointy and I was like freaking out and panicking and I had to eat a bunch of corned beef to like get over it. And like I was genuinely scared as a kid. I was really terrified that I was going to turn into a fucking leprechaun.
Yeah.
But I survived, so that's cool.
The absurdity of the things that parents tell you. Just like the simple things, like if you hold your face like that, it's gonna stick that way.
I thought about that like just last week,
and it's like that's not how muscles work. But you don't know that because you're a kid and you believe your parents.
Yeah.
Aren't there easier ways to like convince a kid not to make a face?
Yeah.
Also, how bad is the face?
I'm going cross-eyed.
Well,
because like I knew a kid who got his eyes stuck like that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't, but that's what everyone said.
That's what everyone says.
Yeah.
Well, that was like I've talked about before, but where they tried to convince me that a girl who was, congenitally blind, they tried to turn it into like some sort of morality tale where they're like, it's because she stared at the sun. Don't stare at the sun. I'm like, can you not mistell this poor girl's story for the purposes of telling a kid not to look at the sun?
Like, how about just say, hey, it's just really not good for your eyes.
You say, like, it will damage your eyes to look at the sun. Maybe don't be like, see her? She looked at the sun. I'm like, that's literally not true and really disrespectful.
Yeah, that's you're really dismissing their struggles and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 2. Are there any Halloween pranks you can recall pulling and or being pulled on you? Aside from I said it last week, actually, where I was dressed up as a sexy sailor girl.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, these younger kids, but I mean, like, I was a sophomore. They were probably, like, 8th graders.
Yeah.
Trying to hit on me, and I said, let's go, boys. And they did not like that.
Yeah.
That's about it for Halloween hijinks.
I really hate pranks, even good-natured ones. So I never really participate in them. One time while watching the Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein movie, my dad, because he just thought it would be funny, he was like, gonna go to the bathroom. So he just like left and then literally like came back in the room like wearing like a sheet, like classic like ghost style, but just like popped up from around the corner. I was like, in a in a sheet, and I screamed so loud, and I almost peed my little kid self, and I was so mad, and I was so upset. I was so upset.
Yeah, it would have been a lot cooler if you would have peed your pants.
Yeah, but I didn't, so I was just like scared. And then my dad was like, "Sorry," and I was like, "No, you're not.
No, you're not." And he's just like, "Yeah,
I'm sorry." And he's literally like, "No, it's funny to scare kids," but I was like, "You're not sorry."
Because it is funny. Like,
yeah,
it's good natured to cause them discomfort and pain.
It's what they deserve.
You'll be surprised by the problems in life, so don't be too easy now. Okay. Alrighty.
One of these off. It's fine.
All right, let's see. Quenching time from Holly B.
What?
Okay, so my question comes from something I did last week. What is one physical activity you were really good at when you were a kid that you might not be that great at now? For me, it was jump rope. If my 8-year-old self could see me now, she would be mortified. Definitely get a get better flop moment. I can double dutch no more. I also want to add that beads on jump rope is still the most terrifying experience while jumping. Your life flashes before your eyes if you miss that jump. Ooh. Probably my gymnastics, like, because like I can't do that as well as I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I still kept a lot of it.
I used to love climbing over things, climbing over fences, climbing over jungle gyms.
I'd climb up trees and stuff.
I loved climbing, and I'm sure I would not be as good at that now. I'm out of practice with clambering.
It's only in the recent Go Fast update.
That part. Yeah, probably that. I didn't have any like.
Which is just when you buy Coke.
I didn't have any like really like gymnastics like a skill or something that I like really had, but yeah, probably my ability to clamber with reckless abandon just doesn't call for it very much in an adult life, which is a shame, and quite frankly could be addressed.
Yeah, I want to play racquetball more, but I did that as an adult, not as a kid.
Yeah,
there's just not.
I played
any
baseball as a kid,
court.
but I'm sure I could still do that because it's not particularly.
It won't be as good, but it's also like, I don't know, you might.
I'd probably be better.
Yeah. As long as they let you use the T. Ooh, Glitter asked, What is a movie / TV show / book, game, etc. that you think would be improved if the characters could swear? A pet peeve of mine is when I'm watching something where I know ratings-wise they can't swear, but it would make more sense for someone to swear in that situation than to dance around it for the sake of censoring.
My Little Pony. I never watched that, actually. I love watching Jenny Nichols' video about the last BronyCon.
Yeah.
But I never actually have watched My Little Pony myself. Although I have watched the original movie from back in the 80s because my sister liked it. Anyway, I don't watch much TV. In Star Trek, they, in old school Star Trek, before they went onto streaming services, they never cursed. They would say like hell and damn, but never anything stronger than that. And then when they went onto streaming services, they, for a little bit, almost gratuitously used cursing as kind of like a look, we can do it now. And it felt really out of place. Not just in Star Trek, it just felt out of place to have said it in that scene.
Yeah, like
you
it's
know?
unnecessary.
Like they had this scene that was supposed to, I guess, be like funny and like character building, where they like discover this like new like phenomenon or something, and one of the characters, like an ensign, just goes, "That's so fucking cool," and then goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then like the commander character is just like, "No, it is fucking cool," and I was like, "This hurts."
That ruined it.
I was like, "Don't."
I think he could have got away with that if it was like, you know, like at the end of the scene, the captain kind of bookends it as like there was no other cussing, but yes, in other words, it is fucking cool.
Yeah,
and like a way that's like you're getting in trouble.
Yeah, it could have been handled in a way, because like it made some sense, I guess, for her to say, because like she's like an ensign, so you know she's like less experienced, a little less, you know, like
a little more green
in the work mindset and everything. But then I'm like, you still could have like made it an affirmative thing and kind of funny, but like without it turning into this weird almost
cussing
like
for cussing's sake,
right? But also trying to be like heartwarming. It was weird. I really hated it.
That's like the second batch of Stone Ocean episodes. Like all of a sudden, it felt like 0 to 100. Jolene and them are cussing nonstop, like lots of F-bombs, which like are cool, but it was definitely like jarring because the first 12 episodes, it wasn't nearly like as much, or if at all, like not anything that I can really like remember.
Yeah.
But like it also makes sense. She's fighting a dude who bathes in piss in a prison. She's gonna say fuck. Like
Yeah.
Like it makes, you know, it's canonical. All right, this is too heavy. So
also, any show that has like middle schoolers and high schoolers,
yeah,
there should absolutely be gratuitous cussing, because that's what kids do in
yes,
middle school and
and
high
it's
school,
to
we're,
where
like,
it's
wild and out.
unnecessary.
Yeah,
like that's where it is appropriate.
Yeah, because then it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't watch much TV, so I don't have specific examples of.
Yeah. Okay. Refuge Daydream. Oh, I guess what would be better? Paw Patrol.
Filthy class traitor.
Yeah. Refuge Daydream asked, new viewer of the podcast, greetings. Congrats on 2K. Thank you.
Hello.
Eric, how do you get through writer's block with scripts? I've decided recently I wanted to do the whole audio thing, and the anxiety of writer's block are eating me alive.
So I mean, like, to be honest, I just set myself deadlines that then, from a point of pride, I'm unwilling to budge on.
We just talked about this like last week, didn't we? Like, it was off stream.
Off stream, yeah. And I fully recognize that does not work for everyone. But for me, I basically like rely on expectations to force me to act. I try to, whenever I have ideas come up like organically and everything, I try to take like fairly detailed notes of the idea, so that way I can always kind of like fall back on those things and use like that sort of like those notes and stuff as inspiration if I am struggling, to help me like, you know, conceptualize a video. And yeah, I very much am just a person where like I'm good under pressure, in the sense of like I tend to find inspiration out of necessity. So I sort of artificially create that necessity for myself by setting up a schedule that I hold myself to quite firmly wherever possible. But that's not great for everybody. I understand that. But yeah, in general, like I try to, when the mood strikes, embrace it. And that doesn't necessarily mean like sitting down to write the script, because you don't always have that, you know, leeway to do it. If you're at work or something and you come up with the idea, like you don't have time to write the whole script. I try to make sure I have like lots of notes and everything, so I can sort of like recapture that.
It's like you never having to, when you finally have to sit down, you don't have to start writing the script. You have to finish working on it.
Right. You have to like frame the idea you already had.
Yeah. Like, so, cause like, I know for me, like the hardest times, like that I think a lot of people relate to is like starting is what's hard. Yeah. Like actually once you're in it, like working off of a rough draft is way easier than coming up with a rough draft. But it's like whatever ways that you can break up those pieces, like that works for you. And like, if you're not feeling like writing, or like not feeling like you want to do it, then ask yourself, what do you feel like? Go ahead and like do something else that you feel like doing, and maybe like listen to like to kind of trick yourself into it. Listen to some audios that like you really like, or like that you kind of like, or like these are kind of going for the vibe of the story that I wanted to tell. Like obviously, don't like steal stuff, but like kind of like there's a really good YouTuber. I don't remember her name. Someone will have to remind me to like put it in the comments or something. But I watched one of her videos recently where she's like, the way that I get myself motivated on things I don't want to be motivated for is like, instead of trying to do a little bit every day because I don't want to do it, she's like, I'd rather just get really motivated one day and then spend 2 days of my life doing it and then I'm done. And she's like, a lot of it is trying to put it in a frame of reference where it's more interesting, or like, where can I use this? And like, because if you keep feeling like you have to, it's just going to make it harder. Yeah. Like, no one's making you do anything. So, you know, if it's what you want to do, then do it.
Also, specifically with like script writing, don't get hung up about like writing it like chronologically to how the video is going to go, or the book or whatever. Like if there's a part of that video or scene or script that you want to write, start there, and then, you know, do the stuff before and after. Like when I think about like a video, a lot of times I think about the idea comes to me as like a part of that video, and it's usually not the beginning. So I'll just write that part and then back it up and write like, you know, the stuff that like gets me there. You know, take inspiration wherever you've got it. If there's a part of it,
take your wins where you can.
Yeah, if there's any part of it that you are motivated to make and you are excited about, start there.
You can always like retroactively
work out around it. Like that's what I do with a lot of my videos. If there's like a particularly like part of it that I'm excited for, like I'll start there and then, you know, figure out the rest later.
Yeah. Cool. Dormian's Chaz asked, what was that one toy / item that looked edible but is forbidden to eat because it's a hazard? Mine is Orbeez. Why make them small, round, and colorful and fruity looking if you can't eat them?
Play-Doh.
Tide Pods. Please don't eat either of those things.
Don't do that. Play-Doh for sure. Mm-hmm. I love the smell of Play-Doh.
It's a good smell.
And it feels just like it's right.
It's like Play-Doh.
Like you just want to sink your teeth into it.
Pop it. Chew it and pop it like bubble gum. Yeah. Rebecca asked, do you think it's scarier to imagine that humans are the most intelligent life form in the universe, or that there is a more intelligent life form out there? Bonus question, if you got trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? Coraline with that like other mother's thick ass in the beginning. That's the only part that I remember from that movie.
I think it would be scarier if we are the smartest thing out there. Because we're not even in a position to like explore the stars yet, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Also, we're dumb.
Yeah, we're also not a great, you know, watershed landmark for what, you know, life could become. And a scary movie. What scary movie do I want to be? I don't want to die.
There's not always death in scary movies.
I'm trying to think of a scary movie where there's not death. Friday the 13th, because I'm not going to go to the camp, so like I'm fine.
Yeah, you're just chilling.
And it just seems like a pretty cool time. Mm-hmm. Also, you get to go back to the 80s for a little bit, which like I don't want to stay there.
But like, you want to make some investments.
It'd be cool to see it, you know? And then, you know, make some money moves.
Yeah.
And then dip.
Of course.
Because like I'm not going to any fucking camp.
Yeah. No. Maria asked, question time with the boys. Ow. What would you be if you had to wear one Halloween costume every day for the rest of your life?
You want a real answer or you want a funny answer?
Both.
Well, like a real answer, I literally would just be like,
I'm a student.
Right. Literally like, I'm a businessman. I don't know, something. Probably businessman, because it's always better to be overdressed.
Yeah.
Because then you can make a joke of it.
Yeah.
You can't make a joke of
being underdressed.
Of looking a fool with your pants on the ground.
Suits up.
Funny one. I don't know, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Because like that was I like that costume a lot.
I'd like to be a hot bitch. Yeah.
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 I could really pull some numbers with that.
I want to wear something slutty every day.
Yeah.
But also, like, I would prefer to also look hotter and sluttier if I'm going to do so.
Well, how motivating though.
True.
That's that's where I'm at too. Is that I'm like
get hotter. If the only thing I could wear, it's like, oh,
right.
Yeah.
Although I don't think I want but the makeup in that wig was so frustrating. I want to look like my Dragon Age Inquisition character because I still get the motivation and like look pretty banging, but like without the like trying to get the wig out of my face.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Which none of you know what my Dragon Age Inquisition is, but it doesn't matter. You don't need to know what he looks like.
It's the Shibari looking thing.
He's hot.
Yeah, you could see. If you
fucking
could Google
hot.
it, you'll know.
He's fucking hot.
What's your favorite piece of random trivia?
That it takes more muscles to frown than to smile. I'm just kidding. That's not true. That's not true at all. My favorite piece of trivia. That the Union Pacific Big Boy is the largest locomotive ever created in the continental United States, but not the heaviest.
I got nothing. Like, it's that on the spot, like, I don't know.
Tell me a fact.
The little plastic piece on the end of a shoelace is called an aglet.
There you go.
I do like that one because I like that word.
There you go.
Aglet. Maria also responded saying, congrats on 2K, baby, let's go.
Thank you.
I don't like the way you handled my first box / parcel lighthearted. I'm glad y'all like the gifts, though. And also, I didn't realize they'd all get there at the same time. Oops, haha. The transcripts, I was pulling my hair out. The amount of times y'all would be talking over each other, shakes head, but it was a lot of fun.
Sounds like us.
I re-listened to it like 50 times just to capture what y'all were actually saying, so thank me later for the views. Thank you, Mara. FYI, my birthday is the 10th of February.
Happy birth.
Yeah.
Well in advance.
Birth. Mm-hmm.
Birth.
Question time from Malika Maya.
What is it?
All right. Eric, you are now...
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Wait, did we already do this one? No, we haven't recorded in the last week.
Yeah.
Did we?
No, we did. I don't know. What's the question?
Was this... I think this is from the same episode, so we're good. Yeah, it is. Okay. I know. It's that like weird feeling where I'm like, wait, did we answer these? Eric, you are now the showrunner of the next Star Trek show headed to Paramount Plus.
Sick.
You can take current protagonists, antagonists, or make new ones with any type of group dynamic, place it wherever, anywhere, timeline-wise, any tone, any character, plot tropes. What is your pilot episode about?
It's going to take place in like post Next Generation, because that was when stuff was pretty sick. So I guess like Lower Decks era, but like it doesn't interact with Lower Decks because like I don't like Lower Decks. Don't come for me, Lower Decks fans. I don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna have a new cast of characters because like no reruns this year. You know how it is.
I got a secret.
And no secrets this year. And it's gonna be about the Borg because fuck people. I don't care. We're like they overused the Borg and it made them not scary. I'm like, oh, I'll make them scary again, bitch. Watch this. Make the Borg scary again.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will.
Metal Seer Gollid.
Y'all know I can. I'll make
you
them
will.
scary.
Odie, you found a long lost JoJo episode. It focuses on the shenanigans of one character or a pair of characters get up to. Others can be involved, but the focus leans on the one or the dynamic between two. It can affect the plot characterization in the end or not, and it can take place before the show, during, or after its current episodes. What happens in your long lost JoJo episode? Oh, baby.
Ooh, baby, baby.
Oh, baby. Okay. My long lost JoJo episode.
The Lost Levels.
Oh. It would absolutely be... it would be in part 7, which has not been animated, which is the Steel Ball Run universe. But it would actually just be it would be an episode with Johnny and Gyro, but where there is no fight, there is no other enemy, and it's just like vignettes of them like on the race, like, you know, on traveling, because like there's like the classic scene where like Gyro, who's from what?
A classic mob scene.
A classic mob scene. Oh, a good reference. Where Gyro, who's from Naples, he's like, you know, I have this really, you know, there's this good song that they sing back in my country, and he goes, pizza, mozzarella, mozzarella, pizza, pizza, mozzarella, mozzarella. Like that's what is said and saying. So like tons of those little vignettes where they're like it's taking kind of like a compilation of a lot of the different panels of those like little moments where like they're just waking up like it's like, why are you drinking tea? And like Johnny's like, oh, well, my fingernails grow back faster if I've had tea. I can cut the time down from like 10 minutes to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he shoots his fingernails at Tusk 1. He can spin his nails around and shoot them. He could do them like a million little ones, but they don't hurt that bad. Tusk Act 2, he can shoot just his 10, and they're like sniper bullets.
Oh.
Tusk Act 3, we're talking about holes. And Tusk Act 4 is like an orange peel.
Okay.
Slight spoilers, but also that doesn't make any fucking sense, so you're fine.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Yeah, and that's what I would do. It would be a fun little one, just like vignette, and maybe with some like smaller side characters. So, okay. Thank you so much, Sugar. That was very sweet of you. I'm just making sure if there's anything. Oh, from Electric Sin, I just like the flavor. Why do you have such good taste in basically everything else, and then you drink those nasty ass drinks?
Because different people have different taste buds in.
You're right.
And I didn't get a say in them, so how about you not shame me for it?
But also, this drink fucking slaps.
How about that? Also, it tastes really fucking good.
But only the blue raspberry, because I've tried the other flavors.
Every other flavor tastes like
butthole.
I'm pretty sure butthole would taste better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would depend on the butthole, and it would also depend on the drink, but you know.
Yeah. Well, we're caught up.
Woo!
Woo! So there was all the questions.
That's why I loved
Quit. Wow!
Ooh.
Ooh, wow! Ooh, wow!
I have the light arrows.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Fierce Duty Link wouldn't. Because he doesn't need them. Because he has his Helix sword, which I have, which you'll see on the stream. It looks good. It's really I know the armor looks shit, but the sword looks cool. So eat my butt.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this costumed episode. Not as spicy, but like we said, we're about to go do the live stream too. So kind of like
we're just.
My brain's also just thinking we got to edit that video.
Literally.
Too. Like I'm like I want to go take care of that because we also got to be like, hey guys, we'll be live at 2. So. Because that gives us more than enough time. And then we can still like, undress and hang out.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys for coming. Next week, back to regularly scheduled hype, unless we don't. Your choice.
Our choice.
Our choice. We do have some loose ideas for some more fun stuff happening throughout the end of the year.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm curious to see if we can pull off the one I'm thinking of. But other than that. Yeah, spooky. Subscribe.
Also, stick around.
Yeah.
Don't unsubscribe.
Wait, we got to do the thumbnail pose. Cool. It's not going to take.
It's not going to take that. Goodbye.
Bye.